This is Eve for marketwizards.com and e-miningwizard.com. It's about 11:15 on the 15th of January, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose if you're playing this game. All right, we're taking a look at our predictive model. And our work, our analysis, had shown a target of this 6 1/4. That's been achieved. And we can see how other traders probably calculated the same idea, they're bots, because there was an immediate rejection at that location. And we came down and got ourselves a nice pullback. This is our predictive model. And we'd said this 77, 78 support till broken, the undercut adjust by a point. And so this morning we said, look, that's our support till broken, and get paid by 82 to 80, right? That was the plan this morning, was if you're coming into the overnight double, and make sure you're paid there. And then let's think about a thrust going back towards the 88, perhaps test 92s. Well, we get the below through. Boom, boom. And we had said at the time, make sure that if you're trying to short, probably this O2 area, you got to use that because that's our next buffer. But more than likely, we're going to hold and perhaps go get that 06 1/4. So use a tight stop, couple points Zeke had suggested if you're buying here for a squeeze trade. And anybody that did that, you're a weak hand. It's a great trade, but you're a weak hand compared to somebody who bought down here or bought down here and is in position. So you don't think about this as an all-day trade typically. You think about this as a fast up, take your profits, and then see what happens. And if you're going to short, then you're going to use a few points up here as resistance. And you're going to come back and you're going to be looking first, obviously, to get to that 97.5, 98 area. You can see the model in its prediction. This is the back end of the daily range saying that's where we should stop. Don't have to, but until we reassess things, that should be it. And then on the way back, you've got to remind yourself that this is an up thrust, so anything that's a pullback theoretically should be bought first time back. And that's why you try to think about making sure, remember, so make sure you pay by 95s. Let's come in here, 97, 95s, because theoretically, this break, yesterday's 92 high area, okay, that was the high print. That's going to be something that's holding the shorts captive now until we bust that and come back down underneath it. So first timers on the way back, try not to think of this as, oh, we're going to go all the way back down here because we got the target. You're going to need rotations. Okay, so from this model, we now say, okay, where are we now? And you have to account for, okay, well, I guess right now we're in these two boxes. And if we can get up above here, then you're obviously back into the top box. So shorts have to undermine this 98 and keep it there. Longs have to hold this above the 92s, hold it above 98s, and we've still got a lot of time left in the day. A lot of news can come out, whatever. So for now, all we know is we've got a 2-day thrust. It was abandoned fairly quickly. We've had almost, but not quite, our 3-box pullback in the actual range. Not quite. And we're now trying to resolve this middle box. So that's the way you want to be looking at this. Not a lot of energy up here above the O2s. So range type trading for now. And still got shorts on the hook until we can penetrate and get back down here into this blue line and break that. And then eventually perhaps come back in and test the over and test the low of RTH. Might take a day, might take 2 hours, who knows? And then obviously close this gap. So I'm not thinking about a big move short side right now. I'm thinking we've got short strapped. But I'm also thinking that, this is aborted fairly quickly. So this is just trying to consolidate those gains. And the shorts, the burden is on the shorts to bust this 92 to 88. And we shall see. So as such, I think right now, I'll be looking at this area right here, this 98 area as a pivot area. And that's the way I'm looking at it. And a reminder, you're not going to catch every trade. You don't have to. You just have to avoid trouble when the boys are pushing and then say, okay, target is achieved. We skinnied into one. We got one coming back. Get out of the way. Look for another setup. Goal is to get 4 or 5 points per day per contract. You do that, you can live very nicely.